In the world of horse racing, victory is everything. The thunder of hooves, the roar of the crowd, and the flash of the finish line. These are the moments that define legends. Every race is a test of speed, strength, and heart, where only the fastest are remembered. Champions are celebrated, their names immortalized in history books and whispered in awe by fans. They stand atop podiums, draped in garlands, their victories etched into the very soul of the sport. But sometimes, greatness is found not in the glory of winning, but in the quiet courage to keep running, even when the odds are stacked against you. True spirit shines brightest in the face of defeat. This is the story of Haru Urara, a small, unassuming mare from rural Japan. She never stood out for her speed or pedigree, but she would become a global icon. Not for her triumphs, but for her unwavering spirit in the face of relentless defeat. Haru Urara never won a single race, yet with every loss, she captured the hearts of millions. Fans cheered her on, not because she was the fastest, but because she never gave up, no matter how many times she finished last. In a culture that often prizes only the winners, Haru Urara became a symbol for anyone who's ever stumbled, failed, or felt left behind. She represented hope for the underdog and the courage to keep trying, even when success seems impossible. With every race she lost, her fame only grew. Crowds swelled at the racetrack, and the media couldn't get enough of her story. She became a sensation, not for her victories, but for her resilience. People came from all over, not to see her win, but to witness her try. They found inspiration in her determination and joy in her unwavering effort. She reminded everyone that the journey matters just as much as the outcome. Haru Urara showed the world that perseverance is its own kind of victory. Her story became a beacon of hope, teaching us that it's not always about crossing the finish line first, but about having the heart to keep going. Her legacy isn't measured in trophies or records, but in the quiet strength to rise after every fall, and the gentle reminder that there is dignity in persistence. This is the remarkable journey of the horse who couldn't win, but inspired a nation, and proved that sometimes the greatest champions are the ones who simply refuse to give up. Haru Urara was born in 1996 on a small farm in Hokkaido, far from the spotlight. She wasn't bred for greatness. Her pedigree was modest, her frame unremarkable, yet she was sent to Kochi Racecourse, a humble track for everyday horses. In November 1998, she made her debut, finishing near the back, a pattern that would define her career. Race after race, she tried her best, but always finished far behind. Most horses with such a record would be retired quickly, but Haru Urara kept running, her spirit unbroken by defeat. She became a fixture at Kochi, her losses quietly mounting. Her owners saw something special, a gentle nature and relentless effort. Unbeknownst to all, her losing streak was building a legacy of perseverance. The world would soon take notice of the little horse who never gave up. As her losses piled up, Haru Urara's handlers gave her a bright pink mask, hoping for luck, but creating an icon. The mask was cheerful, playful, and instantly recognizable. Soon it was adorned with Hello Kitty, blending two symbols of hope and happiness. The image of Haru Urara, running her heart out in a pink Hello Kitty mask, was unforgettable. She wasn't just another horse, she was the underdog with flair. The mask became her battle flag, a sign of defiance and joy in the face of defeat. Fans looked for that flash of pink, cheering her on regardless of the outcome. The mask turned her weakness into her greatest strength. Children loved her cuteness. Adults saw her resilience. She became a hero not for winning, but for running with heart and style. The pink mask made her a legend. As Haru Urara's losing streak grew, something remarkable happened. People began to celebrate her persistence. Instead of turning away from her defeats, fans found themselves drawn to her unwavering spirit. Each race, no matter the outcome, became a testament to her courage and determination. The more she lost, the more people admired her refusal to give up. In tough economic times, she became a symbol for anyone struggling against the odds. People facing their own hardships saw a reflection of their struggles in Haru Urara's journey. She offered hope to those who felt overlooked or left behind, reminding them that perseverance mattered more than victory. Nicknamed the Shining Star of Losers, She was honored for her courage, not her record. Fans created banners and signs, proudly displaying her name and cheering her on with heartfelt messages. The racetrack became a place where people could celebrate resilience, not just success. Fans flocked to Kochi Racecourse, not to bet on her to win, but to support her effort. The stands filled with people who wanted to witness her run, to be part of a story that was bigger than winning or losing. They cheered for her bravery, for her willingness to keep trying. Her races became community events, uniting people in admiration for her tenacity. School children wrote her letters. Families gathered to watch her run, finding inspiration in her story. She brought people together, creating a sense of belonging and shared hope. Office workers drew inspiration from her story. In break rooms and offices, people talked about Haru Urara, sharing her story as a reminder that effort and heart matter, even when the odds are stacked against you. She showed that it's okay to lose, as long as you don't give up. Her determination on the track became a lesson in resilience, teaching everyone that setbacks are not the end, but a part of the journey. Her fame was built on empathy and connection. Fans felt a personal bond with her, visiting her at the stables and sharing moments of joy and encouragement. She became a symbol of hope for anyone who had ever felt like an underdog. In a world obsessed with winning, Haru Urara was celebrated for being last. Her calm presence after each race reminded everyone that dignity and pride aren't reserved for winners alone. She gave people permission to be imperfect and to keep going. Her story encouraged others to embrace their flaws and to find strength in simply showing up, no matter the outcome. We admire champions, but we love the flawed fighter. Haru Urara's journey reminded us that true heroes are those who keep trying, even when the world expects them to fail. Haru Urara was the ultimate underdog hero, a shining example that sometimes the greatest victories come not from crossing the finish line first, but from never giving up on the race. For years, Haru Urara was more than just a racehorse at Kochi Racecourse. She was a local legend, a symbol of perseverance in the face of overwhelming odds. Week after week she ran her heart out, never once crossing the finish line first, but always giving her all. The people of Kochi admired her determination, and she became a beloved fixture at the track, her story quietly spreading among racing fans. But in 2003, as her losing streak neared an astonishing 80 races, something remarkable happened. The national media took notice. Suddenly, Haru Urara's name was on the lips of people far beyond Kochi, as newspapers and television crews flocked to cover her story. A single TV feature transformed her from a local curiosity into a nationwide sensation overnight. The story of the little horse who never gave up resonated with millions, and soon everyone wanted to know more about Haru Urara. Her trademark pink mask, her ever-growing legion of loyal fans, and her indomitable spirit captured the heart of Japan. People from all walks of life found inspiration in her courage, and her races became must-see events, filled with hope and excitement. Betting tickets with her name printed on them became more than just wagers. They turned into good luck charms, cherished by fans who believed in her spirit, if not her odds of winning. People bought tickets not to get rich, but to show their support and carry a piece of her story with them. Her fame reached its peak when Yutaka Taka, one of Japan's most celebrated jockeys, agreed to ride her in her 106th race. The anticipation was electric. Could this be the day her luck would finally change? The event drew thousands to the track, with even more watching from home as the race was broadcast nationwide. The atmosphere was unlike anything Kochi had ever seen, a true festival of hope and unity. The entire nation held its breath, hoping for a miracle. But when the dust settled, Haru Urara finished 10th out of 11. The dream of victory remained just out of reach. Yet, as she crossed the finish line, the crowd erupted in cheers as if she had won. The stands shook with applause, and tears of joy and pride filled the eyes of her supporters. In that moment it was clear. Her effort, not her result, was what truly mattered. People celebrated her unwavering spirit, her refusal to give up, and the hope she inspired in everyone who watched her run. Haru Urara became a national icon, her image appearing on merchandise, in songs, and in the hearts of people across Japan. She was more than a racehorse. She was a symbol of hope, resilience, and the beauty of never giving up. Soon, her story spread beyond Japan, as international media picked up on the tale of the underdog who inspired a nation. The world watched in admiration, moved by her courage and the love she received. Haru Urara proved to everyone that you don't need to win to be a champion. Sometimes the greatest victories are those of the heart. Her spirit, her perseverance, and the joy she brought to so many, that was her true victory, and her legacy lives on. After retiring in 2004, Haru Urara's story only grew. She inspired manga, merchandise, and became a symbol of resilience. Her biggest cultural impact came with Uma Musume, Pretty Derby, an anime and game reimagining racehorses as horse girls. Haru Urara's character, with bright pink hair, captured her real-life optimism. Players could finally guide her to victory in the game, creating a powerful emotional connection. The Uma Musume franchise introduced her to millions worldwide. Collaborations like the Kentucky Derby crossover cemented her global status. She became more than a retired racehorse, she was a digital champion. Her story, retold through anime and gaming, inspired a new generation. The legend of the horse who never won lives on. After 113 races without a win, Haru Urara retired in 2004. Thanks to her fans, she enjoyed a safe, comfortable life at Martha Farm in Chiba. Visitors came from all over to see her, bringing carrots and gratitude. Her caretaker ensured she was loved and respected. Haru Urara remained gentle and content, a living legend in peaceful pastures. She aged gracefully, her spirit undimmed. For over 2 decades, she inspired all who visited. Her retirement was a quiet, joyful epilogue to her public journey. The little horse who never won found her greatest reward, a life filled with love. On September 9, 2025, Haru Urara passed away at age 29. News of her death brought sadness across Japan and the world. Obituaries celebrated her life. Social media overflowed with tributes. Fans shared memories and digital victories, honoring her spirit. The Uma Musume franchise posted condolences, acknowledging her inspiration. The digital world became a space for mourning and celebration. Haru Urara was mourned as a global symbol of perseverance. Her passing was a moment to reflect on her enduring lesson. The world grieved but also celebrated the beautiful race she ran. Haru Urara's story is a timeless lesson about the true nature of success. Her legacy isn't in records, but in the hearts she touched. She taught us that honor lies in the struggle, not just the finish line. Her 113 losses were 113 acts of courage. Through pop culture, her spirit inspires new generations to never give up. She reminds us that every step forward is a victory. Haru Urara represents the best in all of us, the will to keep going and the joy in the journey. She never won, but she never truly lost, because she never stopped trying.